Hi guys, how are you? Let me just fix myself. It's Ciara. How are y'all doing? It has been a minute. I'm just lounging in my. I'm just lounging. Um, so I wanted to come on here and I really wanted to talk to you guys because one, it's people that are on here that support me. Two, I've been gone for a minute. I've been gone for a minute, and I'm trying to make my way back on here. I'm trying to get back into that mode. I don't want to call it grind mode because I'm not grinding anymore. Um, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of changes within the last couple of months, within the last years. Um, I've been changing internally a lot, um, and it has been really hard. And the word that I would use is grief. And this is something that I've been talking to about with a lot of people because you just literally my life went from I was living literally in a room with my kids at my family's house back in New York. And then if you know the story, my videos are not up anymore, but I was basically like they were evicting me. They were like, you gotta go. Like it was my time to go, and that's okay. That is okay. I knew it was my time to go. I overstayed my welcome there. So let's go back because that's what this video is for. Because it's not only for me. Um, this is for me actually, but it's also for other people who are going through the situations that I was in. So right now in my current life, I have been reflecting on what has transpired in the last years of my life. Literally, I've been grieving the last 30 years of my life. I've been grieving my childhood. I've been grieving my adolescence. I've been grieving, hi guys. I've been grieving my teenage years. I've been grieving the years that I lost my son. I've been grieving the years that I was with my two kids. Like I've been grieving being when I was in a domestic violence relationship. I've just been grieving. 360, yes, Joseph. Like and but you know what's so funny? While physically my life has turned 360, emotionally I am still working on it every single day. And yes, your physical life can change. I've moved to another state. I'm out of New York. I'm not there. Hi, Iliaranda. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but it's just been a lot. But this journey started 5 years ago when I was living with my kid's dad in New York with my kids, and things just kept on changing. I was deep in depression. Just things just kept on changing, and which change is not bad. That's not bad, but it was just that's when the awakening really happened for me. And it started off physically. I wasn't and it happened subtly because I didn't really know. I just was starting to get into spirituality and learning about God, and I don't even it was like like literally God was my last resort back in 2020. And he was the only person that I knew could help me. And so that's where I started it. And years have gone by, but recently, like, I've just been reflecting on so much, like, how much pain has been sitting in my heart, sitting in my mind. And yesterday, I was watching Law and Order, and I found myself crying in the middle of Law and Order because a woman was attacked by somebody who was supposed to protect her. And back in December, I was attacked with a frying pan. My stepfather hit me over my head with a frying pan. I had to get 3 staples in my head. It was really hard to, like, I could have died. I'm 32. I'm young. I have 2 beautiful boy kids who needs their mom, like, literally. And from that, I started reminiscing on how much abuse I have taken these last years. My day is going really well. Thank you. God is yes, He is. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. If you are a subscriber to this channel, I thank you for joining. I thank each and every one of you guys because sometimes I'm talking to random people who just are scrolling, and sometimes I'm talking to people who are actually a part of the community here on my channel, and I really do appreciate you guys. But each and every one of you guys, whether you're new here or whether you're old here, you've been here, I am thankful. I am okay. Thank you. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. It's been a while. I haven't gotten a chance to speak to you guys. I miss coming on live, but guys, I've been needing time to really work internally on myself. I've been spending a lot of time by myself, a lot of time just trying to figure out how to get back to me. And it's so funny because I'm saying how to get back to me, but there's no more of who I used to be. I'm a brand new person. I can feel on the inside how much I've changed. And now it's like, now I'm figuring out, I'm becoming this new person. I'm in transition and it feels so like, literally, like, I can understand how it really feels to be a caterpillar in a cocoon, and then you just pop out as like this totally new thing, because that's what's happening for me. I am in the cocoon. I am shielded by all of the cocoon shells, and it's like you can just feel yourself, like the wings wanting to burst, if that makes sense. I don't know if you have to feel it. Like, it's just a weird feeling to be in this difference of the transition. But back in December, like yesterday, I just found myself really grieving, and then I reflected on how many times have I been abused. I've gotten smoothies thrown at me just for being me, just for minding my business. I've gotten bitten. My sister, I had to reflect. I was like, this is not the first scars. Like, I have so many more scars. And my sister bit me on my back, on my left side of my back in 2022. I told one of my friends that I had went to go see, and because he was going through the same issue in his family and stuff. And it was just like grieving all of that, like, and I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm just like, how could you guys, like, how can you, I don't know. I've just been grieving all of that and healing from that. And the reason why also too I'm bringing up this is because scars are real, mentally, physically, emotionally. Scars will stay. Like, the physical scars might heal, and like I took a picture of my scar in my head, and I was like, damn, like, it healed, but my heart is not healed. And so I've just been reflecting on those things that's been going on, and also trying to live this new life that God has given me, thank God. But it's been really hard to fully live when you are constantly being haunted by the pain and the suffering that you've been through. And that's why I've been like being alone and really dealing with it and really healing from it. And and I feel bad because I'm like, oh my god, like I haven't made videos like I used to. And and I was such in survival mode. Like how much of like I was like just having to survive and having to like just live in survival mode, not being able to really be and do, and like really having to just be on the go all the time. Because if I had stopped, I would just die. Like I would just die. And just how much of that has even like, I'm like, why am I like, I've been journaling a lot and talking to myself a lot and really seeing that, like, okay, I'm asking myself like, what happened to this girl, where is this girl? And I put up pictures of myself from every age in my room, and I look at her, and every single time I'm like, you're still this girl. Like I feel her, I see her, but she's just not able to emerge like she really wants to. And it's because I have let like the pain really take over. So I've just been working on that and moving forward, and I'm like literally like feeling it physically, mentally, emotionally. It's been a lot. I am an emotional creature deep down inside. So definitely I have been feeling it emotionally. So I'm trying to regulate my emotions and grieving myself. I'm grieving. So um my kids are not with me at this time. I was not able to bring my kids with me when I moved. That's been really hard. um I have faith that I know that God has a plan, and that everything is going to work in his plan the way it's supposed to be, and I'm not worried about that. But it has been a little bit hard. It has. And it also made me see that I took my kids for granted, and how much I did take for granted. Like, I took my kids for granted, like, and because I was in survival mode, and I'm in survival mode, I'm healing. I'm trying to be a better mother. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to I'm trying to get through school. I'm trying to find a job. I'm trying to do all of these things, and it's just me. All I have is me. I don't have a community. I don't have family. I don't have friends. All I have right now is me. And in that season of my life, I was just like, I noticed how much I'm really like noticing how much I took my kids for granted. And like just being like, just making sure that they had the necessities, making sure that they had everything they need. But then I'm like, me sitting, like, I can't, like, right now, I can't, like, me when I was back in New York with my kids, I would just want to be like, ugh, I just want to be by myself. I just wanted this. I just wanted that. Like, I just need time to this. Like, I just need this. I just need that. And I was doing this with my kids. I was hanging out with my kids, emotionally talking to my kids. But it was because I was in survival mode, I was tired. I was so tired. Now it's like, okay, but one thing, God is so good, because there is, while I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm depressed or anything. Like, I wouldn't say that in this season, but I have been noticing that there is a lot of things that I wasn't able to process, and that this season of my life, I needed to take the time to process all of these things. I needed to go through taking my kids for granted. I needed to go through reflecting and thinking to myself and really finding, okay, what is the issue? Where where is the issue, and how do we change this, and how do we come out to the next one? Because I cannot go on for the next 7 decades of my life thinking like not being able to change anything. I've been reflecting on my grandmother, been reflecting on how my mom, and growing up, and what I don't like, my childhood and what she did to me, and how she emotionally showed up for me, and how she showed up for me. And I'm just like, okay, my kids are not here. I need to make a change. The change starts with me being in this season by myself, doing what I need to do, working on myself to the T, in order to become the better mother that I need for my kids for tomorrow. Because I cannot go on into the next season of my life knowing that I'm just going to continue on this cycle. So while my kids are not with me, it's best that they are not, because for right now in this season, because I need to create a foundation in myself internally, and create a foundation externally for them. And it starts with me. I cannot go on into my next season of my life knowing that I am repeating cycles, that I am doing things the same way. I have to stop. And that's what I've been doing these last couple of months, is really looking at my life and analyzing it to the T, and saying, this can no longer come. I can no longer do that. I can no longer say these things. I can no longer eat like this. I can no longer do this. I can no longer be this way. And that's why I'm saying, like, internally, it's a weird feeling that you have when you're changing. And it can be subtle, but it can also hit you. And depending on how you react to it, it can be a lot. But it can also be something that, like, I don't want to. I'm just gonna let it happen, and I'm happy that it is happening, because this is where growth happens. This is how growth occurs. So I've just been doing that and working on myself. I'm trying to figure out what is the next steps. And I'm in an unknown season of my life. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know about. I know I have a plan, but my plans are probably not God's plans. So I'm just like learning to really be more into my intuition, really going within, thinking, analyzing, like breaking down before I'm making any decisions, things like that. Yesterday, I did make a big decision about something that to it's time to not be silenced. I let people silence me my whole life, because I let people silence me my whole life. And then for the last couple of years, I've let people silence me even more. People's been attacking me. I just brush it off my shoulder like it's nothing. But I noticed that I cannot be silenced anymore. I deserve to have a voice. I deserve to speak. And that's another reason why I have to make sure that I do come back on here, because people are out there that don't want me to come on here. They don't want me to say my truth. They don't want people, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it as a general population. If you are going through anything that I have been going through, if you're going through any abuse, or you're going through suffering and pain, if you are a child that is experiencing hardship, People are going to silence you. You have to choose not to be silenced. Do not be silenced, because I'm going to tell you, come let it know from a person that has been silenced her whole life. You deserve to take up space, and you deserve to be and tell your truth and to live in your truth. And I can no longer let people silence me anymore. And that's another reason I had to make this decision yesterday. And I made this decision late at night yesterday. But it's the right thing to do for me. It's how justice comes, it's how justice is served. God has a plan. And it's time for that plan to be executed. And I can't resist it. Path of no resistance. I hope I said that right. That word always gets me. But these last couple of months has been okay. I've just been really working on myself. I just really wanted to come on here. I don't want you guys to think like am I gonna be making videos? I'm gonna be making videos. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out what I know what I want to do. Like, I've been doing it for years now already, and I've been doing it even more in the last year. Like, you know, if you guys have been here with me from when I was doing tarot, I stopped doing tarot because I just felt like, I don't know, I stopped liking tarot. I didn't want to do that anymore. And I wanted to do, I showed more, I told more of my story. And I think that's what I want to do, is I want to tell more of my story. And because there's so many other people who are going through what I've been through and what I'm going through. And whether that be with friends, whether that be with family, lovers, all of it. And people don't talk about, one thing people don't talk about is the grief that you endure when having to, I don't see a lot of people talk about the grief that you go through when you are leaving someone's life, or when you have to cut someone off. You go through the grief because it's the idea of having connection, the idea of having family, the idea of love, the idea of, you know, somebody being there for you, or things like people having community. That's grieving. You know, a person might not be gone forever, but you are grieving the loss of that. And that is exactly what I've been doing. I've been grieving myself. I've been even grieving my family, like grieving that I'll never I'll never be live like, I'll never live up to their potential, or they'll never see, actually no, I'm saying it wrong. They'll never see me the way that you guys see me, or the way that I see me, the way that they would never see me the way that I see me. And that's grieving, because no matter how much I've changed, no matter how much I have tried to show them that I am no longer that younger girl, that live wire, that they would never ever see me that way. And I had to grieve that, because I'm like, and I had to just grieve it and accept it. And that's where, when you're going through the stages of grief, you learn to accept that, okay, this is happening. You know, I had to grieve breakups. I had to grieve loss with myself. I had to grieve my little self. I remember I had like I wouldn't say it's a vision, but I just had like one day I was just randomly doing something, I don't know, came to my mind, and I saw my younger self, and I broke down crying because I had to grieve her. I'm not gonna be her anymore. Like, she's not who she's not in that time period anymore. So that was hard. Um, it's just been hard. It has. I can't lie that it hasn't, but it's also been joy. These last couple of months, I have found joy. I have found peace. Um, I have found love for myself. Um, and that's the most important thing. I'm just learning to love me and accept me for who I am and for what I'm doing and for the path that I'm on. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, me and God been having this conversation where I thought my path was supposed to be going in a certain direction by now. God is like, no, not yet. Not yet. And it's because he needs me to create a foundation within myself that he just needs this from me right now. And I've accepted that. And I'm learning, okay, this is what you need from me right now. I will be this woman that you need me to be right now. You need me to create a emotional, mental, physical, everything, all dimensions, strong foundation. I will do that now because that's what you need from me. And because you are my father, and because I follow you, I'm going to follow through on that. And that's just where I've been. So just mentally getting myself right. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to be gone or disappeared, or I'm going to be trying to slowly by slowly get back on here and, share what's going on in my life like I used to. And I miss that. I was sharing everything, like everything, every hurt, every joy, everything, every cry, every session. I am back in therapy again, which I love. I have a wonderful therapist that she's been helping me a lot to dismantle, and it's so nice to, like, she's like, I'm so, like, she loves hearing about, like, the growth that I'm working on and things like that. And that feels good. It feels really good to have, just to, have people in your corner and stuff like that. And, along the way, God, I'm telling you, God always sends people, like, he always does. He always, always does. He will always send people who just can add to your life and that are on the frequency that you are on, and that shows up for you when you think that you don't have anyone to show up for you. Um, but it's been good. I've been needing the time to sit. I've been reading some fiction books to just get out of my head. Some days I'm laying in bed, binge watching freaking Big Bang Theory, and I love Sheldon. So I want to be like the spiritual Sheldon. So I've been doing that and watching young Sheldon and binge watching my favorite shows. And some days I'm up. I am, excited to take on this new life that God has me in. And some days I'm just like, I'm cooling, I'm chilled, you know. Every day is different, and I'm just going by the day and how I feel that day. And taking it slow. I love moving out of New York City. I'm really noticing how much it's just so slow. Time just is like going by so beautifully. Um, and it's also like I've been cherishing it. Like June was a wonderful month. For the honestly, since April, It has been very transformative energy, a lot of transformation, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of overcoming hardships and not knowing where I stand. And it's been a lot, but I've also been doing really good and getting to that other side and learning how to keep going down that path. But yeah, um, that's all that I wanted to say, I guess, today. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here. That's, Salem is still here. Smiley is still here. Um, I thank you guys so much for always like coming through, for always being here. You guys, listen, if you guys have been subscribed to me and you watch my videos, y'all know what I've been coming out from. Like, you know where I'm coming from. Nothing, homeless, poor, like survival mode, struggling, all of it, all of it. Like, literally, like, my family wanted me to be homeless. Like, I would have, if I would have stayed in New York, I would have been homeless. I would have literally been homeless. I had to take a chance, and God works. This is what happened to me this year. I didn't think it was going to happen until another year. I thought I was going to be in New York one more year. I didn't know how I was going to get out of there. I knew I wanted to leave. I knew I wanted to leave New York since May of 2024. That was the day that was the time when I really decided I can't do this shit no more. I can't do this shit no more. I can't live here no more. I can't be here. I can't. Actually, you know what? I still have those videos. I'll post those videos because I had a breakdown. I had a breakdown in my car. I got lost in everything. That's how bad it was. And I recorded the breakdown because I knew that was my breakdown. And I knew then that I could not stay. I couldn't. And the first opportunity, as soon as I graduated, as soon as I graduated, actually, I'm not even gonna lie, a friend actually helped me as well, gave me gave me some encouraging words, and that also too helped me because I was very indecisive, and he gave me encouraging words, and I used that, and I was just like, you know what, do it. Why not? I can't be scared my whole life. And I've been facing my fears. Like, literally, I just learned how to swim. And these might be little things for you guys, or it depends, like, on how you see it. Like, little changes for me is big changes because it's like I'm breaking generational curses by little changes. The little things matter. Like, because I learned how to swim, my children and my future children will learn how to. My boys already know how to swim because they got swimming lessons from their school. But any kids that come after this, I can teach them how to swim because I know how to swim. The fact that I'm aware of my emotions, the fact that I'm aware of the what's happening in the world, and the fact that I can learn to be the fact that I'm learning how to be more intuitive and listen to my gut, and when things don't feel right, to question it, and when things don't go right, to understand that it's time for me to when it's time for me to pull back, and when it's time for me to go forward, and to know those things, that helps me. My kids will know these things. The next generation that produces from me will know these things. And that is something that's why I said this time, it's okay. Like, I miss my children, but this is needed. This is a needed needed thing that I have to do. And God has a plan. And I love that God has this plan for me, because this is how change occurs. When if you are a mom, single, you are stuck on survival mode, you are just trying to make the next day, you are just trying to make it to the next day, keep praying, keep going to God, keep being yourself. Don't don't change for anybody, cut people off. It's okay. I had to learn that it is okay for me to cut people off, because you do not fit into my story. I do not, we do not, you're not giving me the energy that I'm giving you the energy. The energy don't match. You can't be here if the energy don't match. If you don't match my energy, you cannot be here, okay? If you don't match my intellect, my emotional intelligence, if you don't match my self-awareness, if you do not match, you cannot be here. And I might be alone now, but God always sends people my way who do match. And I'm like, okay. So, and that's what I've been doing. When I meet, listen, I'm meeting my matches and I'm like, okay, how you showing up for me? The person that taught me how to swim, actions. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to swim. I could teach you how to swim. No. He was like, let's go. She was like, let's go. We're going to do it right now. Are you showing up like that? Let people show up. Make sure people show up. And if they're not showing up, at least in number 2, like, it's okay. And I had to learn that as well. And at first I was like, oh my God, why nobody loves me? Why isn't people showing up for me the way that I show up for them? Or why aren't they giving me the same energy? Because they're not meant to be. They're just not meant to be on that road with you. They're not meant to be. They're not meant to be in that new season. You got better people coming, baby. And that's what I want you to know. And every single day, I'm just like, it's just not my time yet. And you know what? Right now, it's not my time. So I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Because literally, it's not you every in yesterday. I was watching the show and she said it to I can never say it. It's in the Bible, Ecclesiastes. There's a time for everything. There's a time to sleep and there's a time to wake. There's a time to grind and there's a time to relax. There's a time to heal and there's a time where you got to take action. There's a time for change and there's a time for everything. And the best timing is God's timing. And I'm like, okay, right now God's timing is me sitting back, reading a book, eating some yogurt, going to the pool, putting my head underwater, learning about me, how to eventually, these cocoon wings, they're gonna eventually pop out, because literally it's so, I can't even explain. I really want to explain the feeling that I have inside of me, because I don't know, it was a show that I used to watch and I can't remember the show, but it was about fairies. It was a show or a movie and it was about fairies. And when she would have sex with these men, her wings would pop out and she will levitate into, and I forgot what the name, I love this show. I was watching, I don't even remember the name of the show. That's how I feel. I feel like one day the wings are just going to pop out. Like I can literally feel the pain, like the growing pains that in my back, because that's just how I feel. Like I can feel the growing pains inside of me. And eventually you're going to bloom. Everything blooms. There's a time for growing and there's a time for blooming. There is a time. And that's just what I've been going through. And literally every time I talk about this, because I talk about this with other people too, like when I go kayaking with my friends who are wonderful. They have been really I've met them. They were my first people that I've met when I got here, and they have been wonderful. When I go kayaking with them, we talk about these spirituality, and we talk about cycles, and we talk about, and it's just so beautiful. We're on the water and we're discussing all of these changes, and that we had to what we had to learn and what we had to go through so we can emerge into the people that we are now. And we talk about these things and how our cocoons are like the growing pains. It feels so weird in your body. um but you eventually bloom, and then you meet people who are bloomed, and that gives you hope. When you meet people who are bloomed, when you meet people who's been through what you've been through, and they are living their beautiful life, and you're just like, that's coming for me, because there's a time for everything. I don't know how long this time might take, but there is going to be a time when eventually the wings are just going to bloom. And you know, um, I got a plant from my job. My job gave me a plant for Teachers Appreciation Week, and it's a peace lily flower. And my neighbor, she had to help me get it together, because I thought I was when I first got it, I think I overwatered. I did something, I don't know. It was just something. I did something, and she began to droop. And she's still, she's trying. I'm trying with her. We're trying. I'm trying with her. And she's very dramatic, and she's like, literally, this plant was made for me. And she was just drooping, and I told my neighbor, I said, I don't know, I think she's really sad because I'm sad, and I think she's really like down because I'm down, and I've done everything. I've thinned out the roots. I got her some soil. I got her everything. So I went to the garden in my neighborhood, and the lady helped me. She told me to send me a picture, and then my neighbor helped me, because she has a ton of plants, like at her balcony and in her home. So I was like, okay, like, all right. So she helped me, and she told me, she was like, they're very dramatic. I was like, oh, well, we have the same personality, so that's great. But she's growing just like me. She's growing with me. My plants are growing with me. She actually gave me two of her plants, which was wonderful, which was beautiful. I really appreciate that. But she's growing with me. And, like, that's my baby. That's my first plant, like my peace lily. And she hasn't bloomed the way that a peace lily blooms. Like, usually it has like a little white flower, but she hasn't bloomed yet. And I'm still waiting, and I'm just like, am I doing this right? I'm talking to her, I'm talking to them, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, guys, like, tell me what to do. And I don't know, I'm just seeing that how much of there's a time for everything, and I can't rush her process. I just have to keep making sure that I water her like I water myself. I feed her like I feed myself. Whether that be, and I talk to her, I give her love. I tell her I'm nurturing her. I'm nurturing my plants like I want to be nurtured, and like I'm nurturing myself, because that is another thing that I have been doing, is I have been nurturing myself, parenting myself. The other day I sat in my bathtub. I didn't want to stand up and shower. So I said, you know what, Ciara, I'm gonna bathe you like you were like as if you were like a 5-year-old sitting in the tub, and I'm just gonna bathe you, and then you're gonna rinse off like how a mother would bathe her kid, playing, did my little, and I bathed myself for the first time. Like, not for the first time, but like sitting in the bathtub and just bathing myself like that, because I've never done that. I've always showered. I was always a shower person. And I mean, I've been taking bubble baths and stuff, but to actually sit in the water and bathe myself, I just didn't feel like taking a shower. And I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna bathe you and I'm gonna sit. So I soaked for like about an hour and then I bathed myself. And I needed that. And how much of a parent I am parenting myself. And that's why God has been giving me this opportunity that I have really been able to do it, because um, I've never really been parented the way that I want to. I don't even remember my mom like really bathing me. I remember bathing myself. And um, I mean, of course, there was a time when she did, but at a certain age, she stopped. And I thought about my kids, and when I stopped bathing them, I'm like, okay, they're 8 and 7. Like I stopped bathing them and stuff. Like I stopped bathing them last year, and I'm like, should I continue to bathe my kids? I don't know. Like maybe they might need. Sometimes you just want to be bathed, you know. Sometimes you just you just want to be taken care of. And I'm like, okay, when my kids need that, I'm gonna give that to them because that's what they need. If they need me to take care of them and that take care of them in a certain way, I wanna be present in that. That's a so these are things that I've just been learning, and being present and being present is so important. Cause I'm such a I gotta create my future. I'm a Capricorn. So I am on grind, I am on grind mode. I've been on grind mode my whole life. God is now balancing me out. That is not only about grind mode. You have to work on yourself spiritually and emotionally as well. It's not just about what you physically, the materialism. And it's wonderful that God has been doing this, because I have, it's been a blessing. I've never, you couldn't tell me I was gonna, if you told me this when I was younger, I would have been like, you're lying. You're lying. I would not believe anybody if they came and told me that this would be my life. I wouldn't believe them, because this was not who I was. I did not grow up like this. And I did not grow up I had emotions, of course. I was always a crier, always. That has always been a part of me. Like I was always compassionate. I was always very I was sweet, like always that to people. But I was also the other side. And I was more of the other side than I was who I am like now. And you could not tell me that I was gonna be this girl. Mm-mm. But I am proud to be the woman that I am, and I'm just looking forward to seeing who else and how much more deeper of a person that I am gonna be, and keep growing, keep striving. Listen, what's my favorite Cardi B song? Get Up 10. Because if you held me down 9 times, I'm going to get up on 10. No matter what. And I don't know. Don't let nobody take you down. Don't let nobody silence you. Speak your truth. Be who you want. Do what you want. Say what you want. But don't let nobody take you down. Mm-mm. Nah. No. Can't. But definitely, yeah. So that's just what's been going on. It hasn't been, it might not be excitement for you guys, but this is definitely excitement for me. you know, um, and check out some of my other stuff. I've been posting a little bit of stuff that's been going on. I am gonna go back I do want to get back into vlogging and stuff like that. I'm probably just going to be doing some shorts for right now, but I'm not going to be doing like full vlogs and stuff yet. Vlogging is a lot of work. And also, I don't have a full mental capacity for that right now. So I'll do like little snippets as I've been doing already. But just keep going. I'm just thinking about what Joseph said. He's like 360, like, you know, and physically it's 360. Well, yeah, spiritually too. It's happening. It's happening. So I can't even like lie about that part. But it's happening. It's been good. A lot of people, they will stop their journey because they've hit their mark, but I can't. I just can't. I, one thing I've always told myself is I cannot be in 7 decades when I'm 100. I just cannot be a woman that is. I cannot be the woman that says like, "Oh, I should have done this. I could have done this." It's like, no, I did that. And also I am making an example for my kids as well, because I want them to know that they need to choose themselves. Because when time comes, they need to choose themselves, not me, not their children, not choose yourself first. Because when you choose yourself first, everything else is going to flow. So thank you guys. I know this was like probably like randomly, I don't know, but this is what I wanted to say. I will be back on here. I did actually do a tarot video, actually. I picked up some tarot cards the other day. And I don't know, I did a video. If you guys want to watch it, you can. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this channel. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's this new season? I don't know yet. But you guys are always going to be able to see what's happening. I'm always going to give updates, as I always do. I thank you guys so much. Everyone who is still subscribed here, everyone that is still, you know, liking my posts, thank you. Everyone that is just supporting me and that's rooting for me, I thank you. Pray for me, you know. I pray for you guys. I pray that God shows up for you the way that he shows up for the rest of his children. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray, Lord Jesus, that your will be done in our lives. I pray, God, that you will take us on the path to forward horizons. I don't know why, but I wanted to say fresh horizons. Just take us on a path of prosperity and abundance. Not, maybe it might not be financially prosperity and abundance, but God, fill us, overflow our cups today. Heavenly Father, overflow us with the love that you have for us. Overflow us with the love from your angels, from our spiritual teams, from our ancestors. Heavenly Father, let us rise, let us rise. Let the cocoon wings, let the cocoon break off, and when we are time to bloom and blossom and fly into the sky with our beautiful wings, Lord, let you protect us each step of the way, making sure that we get to the destination that you have for us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. I pray for you guys. I pray that God will bless us, that he will show us the path of no resistance. Because we are. Why do I want to go? I wanted to say we are. I don't know. I wanted to do a Star Wars reference. Because I don't know why when I hear resistance, I think about Luke Skywalker. And I think about, like, use the Force. We have to use the Force. I think about Luke Skywalker. And I think about, like, you know, the resistance. And how they, like, fought. There's oh my God, what are they called? The little troops. How they fought the troops to, like, you know, to overcome and things like that. Like that's how I feel. Like I'm like, yo, like, let God use, we have to use the force, But thank you guys for always listening. If you guys watch this whole video, thank you guys. Hi Chris, how are you? I know it's been a minute. How you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm still here. So I am alive. I'm glad you're doing good. I hope everything's doing good. I know it's been a while. I haven't been on here. Well, if you go back, you'll see why, the whole video and stuff. But I hope you're doing really good too. Thank you for always your support. Like you supported me. I remember on New Year's when we were doing the New Year's video. And like you were there for me and you was like, no, I'm here for you. I would never, let me tell you something. One thing about me is I'll never forget the way you treat me. If you have treated me with love and respect, I'm never gonna forget that. But if you treated me, I'm never gonna forget how you treated me wrong either. So, I just want, let people know out there, okay? I don't forget, okay? But no, thank you so much. I hope you're doing really, really well, and I hope everything's, going good for you. I'm actually about to log off now. Thank you for you. You're a great support. Thank you for always supporting. I know I haven't been on here. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I took off all my videos, and I was like, a couple of days ago, I was like, I should have never did that. My day has been going good. I haven't been sleeping really well, so I slept in a little bit longer than I should, but I actually made a video. I made some Greek yogurt bark. If you want to check that out, I did that. I've been cooking. Yeah, my day is going good though. I've been good. My kids are doing good. My kids are not with me, but they are doing good. I do talk to them, but they're not physically with me right now. Now, what about that? You want the house tour? I mean, I can show you guys a little bit. I can show you guys because it's not that big of a deal. I don't have nothing like my living room. I gotta decorate. My room is more decorated than mine. They are with me inside my heart right now. They're not physically with me, but I'm praying. God has a plan. I'm gonna just let God work his magic as he usually do. Yeah, I know the house I gotta do a tour. Maybe I might do a short. It's because I talk so much. I'm a talker. So I feel like I want like an MTV Cribs type of vibe when I do it, but I feel like because I'm a hot mess and because I'm just like me, it's not gonna be like that. So it's gonna be a version of my MTV Cribs with my camera probably like up on the wall, like I don't know, but it's not that. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I do want to come to Denmark. That's where I want. Listen, blondes, okay, and free healthcare and education. That's all that I need to get there. All I need is that. I need a plane ticket too and a visa. Do I need a visa to go to live there? If I can find me a good job there, because that's like my goal in a couple of years. I actually don't want to live in America anymore. I actually want to live in Europe. And Denmark is on my list because, of course, like that's like the happiest place to live. And plus, I'd probably be like, out of like, how many black people are really living in Denmark? Like, So I'll probably be like, I feel like when I meet a lot of at the U.S. Open, I meet a lot of Filipinos or a lot of like Malaysians. I meet a lot of tourists, And they always call me Serena. They'll take pictures of me like, oh, I met Serena. And I'm like, okay, let me be your Serena. Like, I will be no problem be your Serena, okay? I will. Hubbard is a little town with 5 shops. Oh, that sounds nice. It is a lot of grass. See, the thing is, I want to be around a lot of grass area. I actually wanted to live in Italy and like have a tomato farm. Like I really wanted to do like that. I don't know. I'm still debating like how I'm really good. But that's my dream. My dream is to live in Europe. Like that is my dream, is to live in Europe. Yeah, okay. So I have to check it out. I'm gonna check it out and like look, I'm gonna see. Cause like the plan for this was not my plan. Like I did not plan to move out of New York for like another year. So the beauty about what my career and stuff like that is that I could do it anywhere. So if I can find something, or if I can, I don't know, I figure out maybe that's what my house is, because everybody's been asking me about houses and things like that. Like, where do you like? I have no, even my financial advisor. She's been asking me like, what are we doing? And like, are you staying? Are you living here? Are you thing? Because we gotta figure it out. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm just going with the like right now. I'm just going with the flow of figuring out. But my goal is I really do want to live in Europe, though. That is something that I really, really want to do. I pray that I get that opportunity. Yeah. Even though I'm not 18, I still have the trust to meet you someday, and I can tell you more about Denmark. Well, hopefully, maybe one day. How old are you? Start with buying a little house. Yes, that sounds so cute. Like I can give me a nice little cottage house. Like I've always wanted a cottage house. I would love to teach you a lot. Okay. You should try to taste smorgasbord. 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 Okay. I'm gonna look these stuff up when we get off of here, and I'm gonna like go deep. I like to YouTube different places, which is nice. I actually got to visit Key West. I got to visit Key West in June. I stayed there for a couple of days. That was really, it was great. Living on an island was really nice too. I kind of was like, damn, should I move down there? Like, I was like, damn, I want to stay for the summer. But I went to Key West actually for how many days? Like about 3 days? What is there? Try to put it in the okay. Wait. It's in the okay. Smorgasbord? Did I say it right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Smorgasbord. Okay. I'm gonna Google it. Is it? What is it again? What is it like? Is it meat? Is it bakery? Smorgasbord. The R is like bra. Okay. Smorgasbord. 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 Did I say it right? Smorgasbord. Wait. Smorgasbord. The R is like bird. It's bread. Okay. Is it sweet bread? The hardest thing about, okay, so I can't even, this is the truth, and I'm going to put it out there because I'm a therapist and this is what we go through. But even being a social worker, it's kind of hard, like, because I have better relationships, like, I make better bonds with kids than I do with adults. And it's kind of hard because I'm like an adult and I feel weird sometimes the way kids just can, like, kids just, we just attract to each other. Because even on here, I have like 9-year-olds that watch me, 13-year-olds that watch me, and sometimes I'm just like, is this okay? Do your parents know? Because it just sometimes I'm just like, okay. Like even, oh my God, I got a chance to spend time with two of my neighbors' girls. Oh my God. Their dad was there, came out. They came out. She showed me how to do the noodles and the pool and stuff, and it has been really like, it just warmed my heart because it's just like, oh, like I'm sorry. Yes, we did have that discussion. Oh, you should email me so we can talk more because we could talk more privately if you email me, or we can do like because you did tell me how you wanted to talk to your mom and how did you ever get a chance to talk to your mom? So Chris, you understand like even though your parents is you understand like how it feels. Who are you living with right now? No, I don't have Snapchat. I used to. I do, but it doesn't exist anymore. My parents are. Yeah. Me and you are in the same. Even though I grew up with my parents, but I don't really have. I wouldn't say their parents. They didn't show me the same, but we're different. We're different, but we are. I understand the feeling that I can understand how you feel. Oh, yeah. What grade are you in? Can you come to college? Can you do an abroad here? Ooh, sorry. Can you do abroad in here? Yeah. We should swap, like on that movie with Cameron Diaz. Um, it's a movie with You could get a scholarship though. That movie with Cameron Diaz and the girl, and that she went to LA, and Cameron Diaz went to Europe. She went to England, and then they actually ended up both falling in love, like on the opposite sides, and then they ended up being like a whole big family living in Europe and stuff. It was really dope, and visiting and stuff like that. Like it was. I love that movie. I forgot what's the name of the movie, but I watched that. I could watch that movie anytime. Well, you should be able to get a scholarship. I know one of my professors, he actually goes to Amsterdam. Is that in Denmark? He actually goes to Amsterdam and teaches there about he teaches about like transgender and gay rights and stuff like that. He teaches that. You should look into a scholarship, but you can definitely do abroad because we have abroad. So I know you guys have abroad. What part of America do you want to come to? It's Holland. Okay. I know it was close. How far is that from Denmark? How far are you guys away? I wonder. But yeah, you should look into it. I didn't know you was adopted. That's what I want to have. I want a part of my therapy. I want to have like a group thing. Facilitate groups with kids who were adopted. Because actually, I want to be a foster. I actually want to be a foster mom. Um, Even it's so funny because back in February I met another social worker and she was like, "You should do it. Like a lot of kids need it, but I'm not really 100% ready. But I do want to be a foster mom." Yeah, I'm sorry. You can email me. What is that? Commune? You mean like commune? Mm. I don't know how it works. But in different countries, yeah. I mean, you can email if you do, because I know I don't come on here as much, but you can always email me. I still have my Insanity Salem Taro. I can't post in the chat, right? I can't. Can I? No, I can't. Right? Oh, I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't post. Can I post in the chat? No, I don't actually have Facebook. I have it. I have it, but I don't go on it. I can't remember my password because I've been trying to buy stuff. People tell me to go on there and buy stuff like that. People be selling things. I was trying to look for a boat on the Facebook Marketplace, trying to see how much a boat is. But I don't have Facebook. I have Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. I have my Salem Wellness Portal, which is my business Instagram, where I post things about more about the business and like what I'm doing. I actually want to start doing some coaching, some spiritual like coaching, clarity coaching. Okay. So I have Salem Wellness Portal for my business Instagram, and then Salem, the Spiritualista Diva, for my personal Instagram. And then you can follow me on there. Is this how Kai Sinet feels? I wonder. I really wonder. That it's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. I think I'm just gonna start talking about these things. I need to get a mic because honestly, oh guys, also too, let me before I forget, please follow my Spotify. So I might not have my old videos on here, but I do have all of my raw, uncensored content on Spotify for podcasters. Ooh, it's thundering. My Spotify for podcasters is Salem the Spiritualista Diva. You guys can follow me on there. You guys will literally hear my life story. I'd say I actually have to upload more. I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I have to upload. Um, but that is where you can like get raw, like uncensored, uncut. Like my story is on my Spotify for podcasters, where you guys can really check me out and you guys can listen to my story because I don't have the videos up here on anymore. We're starting off fresh, but Spotify for podcasters have my story on there from the last 5 years that I've been recording. Help me to America. I would accept the deal. I don't know. I actually don't know how. Um, I don't know how that. I don't even know how that process works. I know that they have different things. Like there are places where there's people that you can come and stay with here. Like I know they have programs where you can come and stay with people, like sponsorships or something. You could go to school here. I met people who've done that. There's so many different there's programs, but you just have to like I just don't know exactly. I know. I know. Remember, you're only 16, so you have time too. Don't forget, you have time. Like, look at like I'm 32, and this is my first time living outside. I've never lived anywhere else. This is my first time moving out of like New York. I've been living in New York for 32 years, and this is my first time ever branching out. But I'm just like you though. I want to like go see the world and Like you want to do things, like, you know, you just don't want to live, like you're tired of being in the, I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean, Chris. Like, I totally understand that feeling of like you gotta like itching to get out, like itching to get out. Um, I just don't. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to think on what you could do, but if I find anything, I will let you know. I will definitely let you know. Being trapped at the, yeah, Chris, I totally get that. I totally get that. And I'm sorry you have to go through that. But just keep moving forward, get your education. In the meantime, plant seeds that will get you to America. Like, that's like the number one thing you could do in the meantime. That's how I like kind of got to where I am too. Keep planting seeds that will get you, like, figure it out. Find people like, yo, how do I, you know, what are ways, or you gotta like make people, like, you gotta find people as you grow and get older. Because what, you got 16, 17, 18, got 2 more years till you turn 18. If you can, if, how are your grades in school? I knew it was gonna rain. I'm glad I did what I did. How are your grades in school, Chris? So how do you guys? There's no grade. So how do they, like? How do you guys like? So how do they determine? Do you just have like pass or fail? Hmm, that's different. I would say I was about to ask you, like, are you sure you want to come to America? Because America is ghetto. America is so ghetto. I'm trying to get kidnapped by the aliens so bad. Like, I be just like I be looking at the clouds, like thinking like, damn, it's UFOs in there. Like, just beam me up, Scotty. Oh, you can apply, like, when you are ready to apply to colleges. I think you can apply to a college here. I just don't know exactly how it works. Like, I know that because I wanted to go abroad in my last year in my undergrad. I actually wanted to go to Spain to go abroad, and they had finally got the program back. I know you're ready right now, but how are you gonna do that? You gotta think about like how you're gonna do that. You gotta make a plan. You gotta plan. You got 2 years to plan. Take everything I have so I can go to America. You gotta like plan. You got definitely gotta plan. But email me, and I don't know. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. Like, sometimes, because I still get emails from like schools that I've been to, and stuff like that. So email me. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. Like, let me tell you something. Like, you never know who can help you and who's watching. You don't know. Like, sometimes, literally, rich people are on my channel watching me, and like, I don't even know that they're watching. People that I've never met, people that literally are just here and they just think. So keep your eye out. I don't know. You gotta figure out a plan. I'll, like, if you email me and if I find out anything, I'll let you know. if I hear of any programs or anything, or if they have like any like stuff, that's the best I can do. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't have any. I hardly know people for my damn self. But I don't know anybody. No, I don't have Snapchat. I hardly come on YouTube. You think I would have a Snapchat? How do you pronounce your name? Eleranza? Hi, Eleranza. But I do have to go, guys. I've been over it on here longer than my time. Um, but I hope to see you guys again really soon. If you do want to email me, you can email me at insanitysalemtaro@gmail.com. My Instagram, you guys can follow me on Instagram. It's Salem Wellness Portal and Salem the Spiritualista Diva. That's my personal account. So you guys can, it's Salem the Spiritualista Diva and Salem Wellness Portal. Those are my Instagrams, okay? So I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day or a good night, because I know all of us. Well, you can come back to the video and watch it. Or write it down. You have a pen and a paper? Write it down. I'll post it in the, you know what I'll do? I'll post it in the description box. That's what I'll do. I'll post it in the description so you can have it, okay? Bye, guys. Thank you for joining. For everyone, thank you. And I hope to see you guys really, really soon. Stay blessed. I'm praying for each and every one of you. I'm praying God shows up. Pray God shows up. All right. Thank you. Bye.